Welcome back to the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. Mike just choked himself, and that's okay because he's gonna live another day. He's not dead yet, and neither am I.
What do you need, Smack? What's up, everyone? Welcome to AAWY, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. Every week, join us and all your other lifelong friends. Oh, I just dragged the wrong thing on my desktop. Okay, I'm good now. All your other lifelong friends on this off-color, Herr Rogers-esque show. That's German for Mr. Rogers-esque show. I'm one of your hosts, Chad Michaelinis. Over here, this little cherub is Jesse Neal.
Hi, was that a fat joke?
It's not a skinny joke. And all of you other lifelong listening friends outside
Of our current homes.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here with all of you this morning.
And also, Monsieur.
Oh, look at you.
That's speaking in a German accent
Very good.
to say with
Very
you.
good. I love that we have different definitions of German.
This, you know,
Monsieur.
the W's become V's. Monsieur.
There you go. There you go.
Bonjour, monsieur. That's German.
That is V German, as the kids say. Be,
V.
be, German.
Be, be, be.
The episode a few weeks ago where I said V, good, as the kids say, and you said in Spanish, be. I lost it. Jesse,
It's true. That's how they do it. Yeah, see?
we're going to start today by asking you a question. I want you to answer honestly. Honestly.
Okay.
Ehrlich,
I promise
as
you.
they say in German.
How do they say it?
Ehrlich.
Ehrlich?
Like,
I will
like
give you
Ehrlich
the verdad.
Bachman from Silicon Valley.
From something? Yeah. Ugh. He was a bad guy, wasn't he? Like annoying and made everybody live in his house as prisoners.
Yeah, he also like called in a bomb threat at an airport or something like that. In real life.
IRL?
IRL. Yeah, that actor.
Oh, Ehrlich Bachman. What are we gonna do with you?
But here's the question. Nothing to do with Ehrlich Bachman. Here's the question. Tell me something good you've watched recently.
Oh, I can.
Tell me all about it.
Tell me something good. Something good that I watched recently was season 2 of Dead to Me. It's a Netflix show.
Tell me, pitch me on Destiny. I'm Dead to Me.
Okay, well, so Destiny, it's like where you're meant to be. Like you're gonna end up
And
there.
a stripper.
So, it's a stripper. Dead to Me is season 1 starts out and this woman's husband has been hit by a car and dies.
Who's the woman? Who's the central actress that I'm watching this for?
Oh, I forget what her
Holly
name
Hunter?
is. She had breast cancer. No,
Christina
she had
Applegate?
breast cancer and had her boobs removed. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love me some Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's Christina Applegate.
She might have been one of my very first celebrity crushes.
I love her. It's her and Linda Cardellini. They're the two main people, but Christina Applegate is like the main character. And it also has James Marsden in it.
Hey, the most boring Cyclops alive. Just kidding.
But,
All Cyclopses
you know,
are boring.
What are you gonna do? You know, at least he's handsome.
Wait, what's her name? Linda Carter?
Linda Cardellini.
Cardellini.
Cardellin.
Who's Linda Carter?
I don't know.
Linda Cardellini,
Is that your
American
mom?
actress. No, it's not my mom. Oh, she's cute. What is she
Yeah,
from?
she's cute.
What is she
She's
from?
been in some stuff.
From Redwood City. She's right down the street.
Well,
Freaks and
maybe you
Geeks,
could
haven't
become
seen
friends.
it. ER, Bloodline, Dead to Me, Mad Men. Who are you in Mad Men?
she was in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
For 3 years. Gravity
She was
Falls?
in It Game. She was in Brokeback Mountain.
Who was she in Endgame?
Oh, she played Velma. She played Velma in the Scooby-Doo that had Buffy the Vampire Slayer in it.
Yeah, where Matthew Lillard was the best Shaggy.
With Shaggy. He was born.
Matthew
play
Lillard,
Shaggy.
what a treasure. And then that treasure got lost.
Yeah. We need to find that treasure again.
Hashtag find Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Sorry, I've completely derailed us. Talk me through Linda Carter's from Terminator.
Oh, yes. That's
Linda Hamilton. Damn
Terminator.
it. Who's Linda Carter? John Carter
Who?
is the character from Terminator.
Well, and John Tucker must die.
Linda Carter is a
movie.
Mexican-American actress, singer, songwriter, model, and beauty pageant title holder, and who was crowned Miss World.
Oh, she played like the original
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yep. And she was in Sky High.
Oh, yeah, Sky High.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
tell me to shut up and finish talking about Dead to Me.
Oh, shut up. And let me finish talking to you about Dead to Me. Christina Applegate's husband has been hit by a car and has died.
Okay.
And they don't know who did it because the car drove
The
off.
car disappeared.
And then so...
Nothing. Continue.
You continue. And so she's going to like grief things, you know, those groups for like AA, but for people that have grief.
Right.
And she meets Linda Cardellini's character, and they become friends. And then mayhem ensues. I can't tell you what happened, and because I can't tell you what happened here, I can't really give you the premise of season 2. But somebody else, there's murder. People die.
Okay.
There's more dead. In season 2. And it's just, I don't know. It's just like Christina Applegate
comedy
is a mom.
or a drama?
I would say it's like a dark comedy.
Okay.
Yeah. Christina Applegate's a mom of 2 boys, so now she's a single mom. Linda Cardellini's character comes in and ends up like living there, and they have a really sweet friendship. And then you get to see like how the kids like her too, and it's just really interesting. Linda Cardellini's character is a bit like a hippie artist type. It's just, I don't know. It's there's a lot of mystery and intrigue and murder.
Oh, so these deads are murdered.
Yeah, the deads are murdered.
Okay.
I mean, I guess a hit and run might not be considered a
Vehicular
murder.
manslaughter.
I mean, it's a murder. Yeah,
I mean, if it was premeditated, maybe. If he knew, hey, I'm going to kill this guy today.
I'm not going to say if it was that or not. You'll have to watch and find out.
Oh, somebody suck me.
Candies. Hey.
Okay. Very good. Be good.
Yeah, so I watched that. Let's see. I can't say those were good. They're just things I watched recently.
Story of my life. Space Force. God, I watched Space Force and that was not good. And by watch it, I mean I saw 3 episodes and wish I'd shot myself instead.
Oh, I'm glad to have this info though, because I'm not going to watch it then.
Yeah.
And well, as you know, I've seen the first 2 episodes of Central Park, but is that for the game?
We're going to save that a little bit for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also watched the first 2 episodes of Central Park. I've only seen maybe about 7 episodes of Central Perk, however, which is the alternate name for Friends.
For Friends. I've seen the series finale of that show, and I've slept through a couple of other episodes.
Speaking of shows that go for a long time, Sunny in Philadelphia just got renewed for its 15th season, which makes it the longest running live action comedy series of all time.
That's the tits. Mm-hmm. I'm into it. I'm into it. Although, can I tell you something that I watched recently that was really, really, really terrible?
Yeah. Go for it. Go.
Well, as you know,
Casey
and I have been going through the Alien movies and then the Predator movies.
Correct.
So we finished the Alien movies and we were doing Predator. And I don't count the Alien versus Predator movies as part of the Alien series. Neither does Ridley Scott, because the timing is also way off.
Okay.
And it's not canon.
Good to know.
But last night,
it's not toward.
We watched Not Toward. Well, because the Alien movies take place like 200 years in the future.
Right.
And the Alien versus Predator movies are like present day. So just the timing doesn't make any sense. But that's so Ridley Scott has been like, yeah, this isn't canon, whatever. But we watched last night Aliens versus Predator Requiem.
Okay.
It is perhaps one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life. It was so bad. It was made in 2007, and it is the most 2007 movie ever. It was awful. There was like gore for the sake of gore, but like not good. It was bad. Like, you know how the xenomorphs, their blood is acid?
Right.
And so in any other movie, when they get that blood on, they just sort of acid burn.
Right.
Well, this one guy got a little his arm and his like up high, like just above the elbow, and his whole arm fell off. That was just in the beginning. The movie was terrible. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. So don't watch that movie.
Okay.
Don't waste your time.
I didn't plan on it, but I definitely won't now. It'll be on my throw this in the garbage movie list. Faux show.
Good.
Well, great.
Well, there you have it.
We've hinted at this game. We've got some things we're going to talk about this week. We're going to do a game here in just a minute about making it work because we're designers and we have an hour. We're going to
make it work.
We're going to talk about vanity license plates. We're going to talk about a conversation starter about masturbation. But let's start by talking about last week's game. Last week we played a game called, a very good on-brand game called Pee, Poop, and Fart. Finish the quote from Cinematic Art, which was a fantastic game. We had
so much fun.
We put up the poll for people who played along to see what you might have scored when you took it. We had a three-way tie. There was 33% got 4 to 6, which was can you run me through the emojis of these?
Oh yeah, let me
This
take
is
a
the most
look
important
here.
part.
I gotta remember what all my emojis were.
Right.
Let's see here.
33% of people got 4 to 6, which I think was what I got during the game too, because I think I got 50%.
Yeah. So you got the peach.
The peach.
Okay.
The Georgia butt.
So the Georgia butt. So 1 through 3 is poop, which means he did pretty shitty.
Yeah. Nobody got that. They got no one's shitty.
Nobody got that one. 4 through 6 is like, it's a butt. It's like
the best part of the person to eat, but also like no one wants to see that.
Yeah. I don't want to see
Note
that.
to self. I don't want to see that. Juicy.
Like it's got the runs. Like, come on. Use those runs to get a few more.
And then what was 7 to 9? 7 to 9 was the runs?
No. That's what 4 to 6 is. Like it's a juicy butt.
Oh, it was 2 emojis.
Like it's got the runs.
It was a peach and the run?
No.
I'm so confused.
No. It's just one. This is where my thought process was when choosing the emojis.
Gotcha.
It's a peach, which is a butt, but also juicy. So it's like maybe it has diarrhea. You've got the runs, so you could use those runs to get a few more points.
To get a little bit more ahead.
Like, come on.
Okay. Very good. That's a stretch, but very good.
7 to 9 is butter, which is...
That was a third of our respondees as well.
Yes. So with the butter, it's another play on butt. It's like, it's still kind of butt, kind of butty, but it's slippery, it's slick. So, it's like, oh yeah, this is a better kind of a slide up than getting diarrhea.
That was even more of a stretch than the juicy.
Yep. And, the last one is just 10 points, which we
10,
also
100%.
had 33.3%.
We had 100%. A third of our people get 10 points. Who is that?
Whoop. I want to know who it is.
Know,
well,
right?
It wasn't Matt from RI. He got 8, I think it said in the comments. But 10 was French fries. And I was looking for fireworks, but I saw French fries, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. French fries are... French fries are delicious. You can eat them. Sometimes you just crave just French fries.
You can't eat fireworks.
You can't eat fireworks. They're bad for you. So that's what that was.
You can't eat fireworks.
Those were our emojis.
They're bad for you. I'm going to write that down in the quotes here quick.
Matt from RI got 8. Yeah, you can't eat fireworks. They're bad for you. Pee-pee, poo-poo, and fart. Those were 3 of the hashtags.
Pee-pee, poo-poo, and fart. Very good. Well, that was last week's game. If you want to play along and go see what your score is, it's too late to turn in your test, but you can still gain the knowledge for sure. That was on episode 12. This week, We have a game. It's more of a collaborative game than a what's the one where you're against each other?
Competitive.
That's what I'm looking for. Collaborative, cooperative game instead of a competitive game. It's called Make It Work. You're a designer. You have an hour. Make it work. Tim Gunn.
Make it work.
The spirit of this game is I've taken a few things, 7 to be exact, and they are things that we need to improve for one reason or another. And we need to talk about how we're going to revamp these things to make them better and make them work. Make sense?
Let's do it.
Great.
Yeah.
So I've prepared, as I mentioned, a list of 7 things. They are things of varying category. Some of them might be TV shows. Some of them might be objects or items. Some of them might be people. The very first one, I think we're going to do this in the order that I wrote them. The very first one is 13 Reasons Why. We have an hour. We're designers. How do we make 13 Reasons Why work?
Change the plot.
Change the writing. Change the actors.
Change the cast.
Here's the thing. We watched 2 episodes of one episode and like 5 minutes of this show, of a second episode.
Yeah.
And it was just so laughable. We were laughing all the time.
It was terrible.
Moms in the show
awful.
are terrible. That's what
we got
spawned
the joke.
Moms are the worst.
Terrible.
Yeah. Have you ever heard us say moms are the worst? It's because of the show 13 Reasons Why.
It's terrible. Some people love that show.
I know.
And I'm just like, who hurt you enough to make you think this is good television?
I have not watched near enough of it to make any kind of judgment call on it. About the topic.
An episode in 5.
Not that it's good or bad, because yes,
yeah.
I can feel like I can say it's a bad show. But people are always like, oh my God, it glorifies suicide and things like that. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I can't comment on that because I didn't watch enough.
So how do we make it work? My first thought, recast the son from Lost in season 6, who plays the lead character.
Walt?
No, Jack's son in season 6.
Right, yes.
Recast him as Cuba Gooding Jr., maybe.
Cuba
Cuba Gooding Jr. That's a start. Put an actor with some gravitas in this role. Because that little kid, he was just like, I don't care about him. He doesn't command the screen or the serious subject matter that this show is about.
Yeah. And Cuba has been in many good movies.
Right?
Instinct.
A Few Good Men.
The
Snow
Dogs. Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
Oh my gosh.
I just love
what
saying
else?
Cuba.
Cuba. Is that how he pronounces it?
Cuba Troopa.
Cuba Troopa.
I want to see.
He's a Mario character.
I want to see somebody Photoshop Cuba Gooding Jr. on a Koopa Troopa and make a Cuba Troopa.
Cuba Troopa. Cuba Troopa. He's getting old. He's 72.
What?
Yeah.
What does he look like now?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's Cuba Gooding Sr.
Oh, my God. Whoa. I was
like,
about to
this
say.
doesn't even look like him.
I was about to say, Black Don't Crack.
But that's... I was like, this doesn't even look like him. But it was his dad. He's 52.
He's 52. Okay. Yeah, but he still looks good for 50. Well, it depends on the picture you look at.
He's still a handsome dude. Let's see. Cuba. Boys in the Hood.
But see, you look at Cuba Gooding Jr. at 52, and then you look at, like, Tom Cruise at, 60? How old is Tom Cruise?
Ugh.
Tom Cruise is 57, and that guy is
the Church of Scientology
ageless.
has used their witchcraft. He's what?
He's 57, and he's ageless.
Ugh. It's because he uses the blood of his ex-girlfriends to keep himself young.
That's what it is. He has Katie Holmes' blood.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
Fucking T-Crew. So there's how we make 13 Reasons Why work. Cast Cuba.
Sorry, we're off on a tangent on that one. Yeah, it just needs Cuba. And that would really nail it. That would fix it.
I think so. All right, number 2. Rhubarb pie.
Ooh.
Rhubarb
Make
pie.
it strawberry.
We could put strawberries in it. Here's the problem I have with rhubarb pie. The fuck is a rhubarb?
It's a root, isn't it?
Have you ever seen someone have you ever seen a rhubarb outside of rhubarb pie? You go to a steakhouse
No.
and you're like, I'd like my steak with a side of a baked potato and rhubarbs, please.
Oh, it's a vegetable.
So, oh, God, who puts vegetables in a pie? Also, when I think of rhubarb,
Ew.
I think of like an old woman covered in thorns.
Do you? That's weird. You're weird.
Or, you know, like barbed wire and I don't know, Ruth is an old woman's name.
Barb, like the name Barb, rhubarb.
See?
Barb will rue the day she was born.
Yeah, rhubarb pie. How do we make that better?
Ugh.
Maybe put ice
I
cream
want it
on
to
it?
be.
A la mode?
Yeah. You could.
I gotta look at it. What does a picture of a rhubarb look like?
It's a leafy green.
What?
Yeah. But the rhubarb, I think, in the pie
red.
is it's like the stem. It's the stem.
I'm gonna look up rhubarb pie and see if it's actually a thing. Have you ever seen rhubarb pie anywhere?
I have seen it in one place, and I tried it. And I hated
it looks like if you were to like chop up like a meat pie. These are probably the worst pies in London. That's the type of red that it looks like.
With the price of meat, what it is when you get it.
If you
If
get
you get it. Popping pussies into pie, sir.
Yeah, this looks like
Popping
someone
pussies
just
into pie.
This looks like straight up just chopped up human, uncooked, thrown in a
I
crescent
swear
roll.
to God, I smell dead
I
human.
swear to God, I smell dead human.
I said that once.
Oh man.
I think to make it better, hopefully it already has some strawberry added in for a little sweet.
Yeah.
But if not, maybe we could make like a strawberry compote on top, like something good and sugary and sweet to put on top of it. Making it a la mode would definitely help. Or like with whipped cream if you don't have iced cream.
Iced cream.
Or both.
Depende. Porque no las dos.
Debida. Oh my gosh. Ew.
The face you just made. What did you look at?
Sorry, I was scrolling on a rhubarb pie website, and
It sounds dirty, like a porn website. Oh, I was on this hot rhubarb pie website. What? Just say it. What did you look at?
somebody made a crust that had a bunch of holes cut out of it, and then they put the holes that they cut out in other places, so it was like doubly holy looking. Like they would like cut a hole from this piece and then like put that circle of dough on top of a different part of dough.
Okay.
So it just looks really it's just really holy clustery, and it was awful. I'm just gonna get away from this website.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to google.com and just look at that. Sorry.
So I think we've decided more sweet. We need some sweet. We need a cream of some sort, whether it's whipped or iced or both. Great.
Or both.
We're designers. We had an hour. We made it work. Next, Central
made it work.
Park. How do we make it work?
The TV show?
The TV show.
Oh, I liked it.
How do we make it work? I liked it too. My issue with it.
I loved it. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, tell me what your issue is.
My issue with it is that Josh Gad and Stanley Tucci carry the show. Like, the show survives.
Is Stanley Tucci the guy that plays the dad?
No, Stanley Tucci is the old lady.
No, Stanley Tucci's the old lady.
Yeah, the old lady with the dog on her chest.
Right.
They carry the show for sure.
Hell.
My issue with it is that while the songs are fun, I feel like they don't justify themselves being in the show. Like in typical musical theater, the reason like a character just becomes so full of emotion, whether it's like sad or happy or whatever it is, that they just like the only way they can express themselves adequately is through song. And in this, I just feel like we're a musical show, so we got to have a song here soon.
So they sing.
Right. And
there was
fun
one
songs,
though in the first episode when everybody was singing, and then Josh Gad's character just kind of comes into a screen and he goes, "I'm still here."
Yes, I can also sing too.
I was like, no, that's
Josh Gad
stupid.
he's perfect. He's perfect. He's Olaf
I love
plus
Josh
in this,
Gad.
for sure.
Well, here's something that I take issue with this show and Bob's Burgers. They have a lot of men voice female characters, but there are almost no females voicing male characters, except for like the kids, like the twin boys in Bob's Burgers. And I'm just like, give me some more women, you probably white sexist, probably men.
Ooh.
I don't know. Is Lauren Bouchard a woman?
I don't know. Lauren can be a boy's name.
Nope, that's a man. Lauren Bouchard is like the creator of Central Park and Bob's Burgers. And Lauren Bouchard is a man.
Oh my God.
Surprise, surprise.
Typical
He's white,
patriarchy.
too.
So maybe that's how we can make Central Park work.
Just put more women in it.
more women in
Especially
it.
if you're like I can so like I love men voicing women's voices and women voicing men's voices. But and like clearly part of what's going on here is they want them to sound funny. And that's why you're having like Stanley Tucci voice an old lady character. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, give me some male characters voiced by females. Let's have like what if we had what's her name from she played the janitor's not the janitor. Was he the janitor or the lawyer's girlfriend in Scrubs?
Kate McCucci.
Kate McCucci.
Yep.
Her.
She played the ukulele. She was the lawyer's girlfriend. Yep.
Yeah. Let's have her voice a male, a full-grown male, not necessarily a child. Or what's her name? She played the wife in Last Man on Earth. Didn't they end up getting married?
Fuck. Who was it? Who was that? She plays the Triceratops in Toy Story.
Yeah, I fucking love her. Kristen Shaw.
Kristen Shaw. Yes.
Like, get me some people with some females with really distinct, great voices. Have them voice full-grown men. There it
Done.
is.
All right, we made it work. Number 4 of 7. Chakras. How do we make chakras work? Those are the 7 like spiritual centers of your body that apparently if you think about your crotch enough, you'll become sexually potent. If you think about your head enough, you won't have headaches.
Potent.
How do we make chakras actually work?
Assign Shaka Khan songs to each one.
Chakra Khan.
I don't know. How do you make those work?
We could put like chips, like RFID chips in each apparent where the chakras are supposed to be.
What's an RFID chip?
RFID is like a really short form, it's a type of chip that allows you to transmit information without any kind of power. So it's used a lot in like inventory stuff. But we could like an NFC chips, like things that you would use to like make payments or really close form communication, like tapping an amiibo
Or a
on your
potato
Switch.
chip?
Or potato chip. Put a potato chip in each chakra. And you gotta put your phone to it, and your phone can actually transmit information to that part of your body. Be like, oh, I need a little bit of extra harder winter right now, or I need a little extra moisture down there in my vagina. Done.
They also have lube for that.
Yeah, but that's not biologically sound. that's
Is it
introducing
biologically sound?
But here's what the RFID chip or the
To have a
NFC chip would do.
And you put your phone up to that's cancer causing.
That's not-
Everybody knows.
Whoa. You can't say the C word on this podcast.
It's fine. It's cunt causing.
That's biologically correct, though.
Yeah.
But no,
it
see,
is.
the NFC chip that we would use with our phone actually stimulates your own body's organs to create the effect versus lube, which is saying, hey, we're going to give you a free pass for this one. And then it's going to encourage your body to continually break down and not produce what it needs to produce in the future because it's going to rely upon the outside party. See? That's science.
It takes a village, though. Sometimes you need an outside party.
You're right. That's why pre-cum exists.
No, doing the chips and having them boost your whatever. Like, oh, you've got a bad heart? Hands, put a chip in there.
Because right now we can
Heart
all
it.
agree chakras.
Heart, like, get your phone.
They don't work right now. Chakras don't work right now. I'm not going to just sit cross-legged and think about my heart and stop having a heart attack. I also don't know how chakras work. So
I don't really know how they work either.
I don't know
I'm
the
looking
theory
them up.
behind it
Looking
all.
up a chakra
But I
chart.
assume it's bullshit.
I mean, it's bullshit.
It's like
Unless you believe
It's like
in
turmeric.
them, then it's not bullshit. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, the sacral chakra. That's in the butt.
oh, the butt chakra, yeah.
I love butts.
Okay.
I don't know. Remember, sometimes your chakras get all out of alignment. Maybe what we need to do to make the chakras work.
It's called scoliosis.
It's sort of over. Yeah, it is, right? Sort of overlay the chakras and the science of chiropractic. Put them on top of each other and find a way for them to become one.
Okay.
And then maybe it still doesn't work, but at least you tried.
I can dig it. So we're going to make chakras work by either putting chips in our body where the chakras should be, or by overlaying chiropractics.
or both.
Or both. ¿Por qué no las dos? All right. 3 more to go.
No las dos.
Number 5, learning a new skill. How do we make it work? Right now, it's too much work. In order to become a master, what is 10,000 hours you have to put into something of practice in order to master a new skill?
Yeah, I think something like that. That's right. Remember when we said it was like you have to put in 10,000 hours to master a new skill, and you're like, we're masters at watching TV.
Yes. You watch me watch
true.
TV. I won't pull out my phone. I'll comprehend everything on the screen. I'm a master at it.
Master.
And everyone else who's on their phone
disguise.
during TV, they just haven't watched enough TV to know that that's not how you watch TV.
But that's not how you do it.
You gotta practice.
I think here we need chips again.
More
I think
chips.
You should have a chip. Yeah, more potato chips.
Okay, as a
I think you
reward
should have a
for
chip.
practicing, you get 1 baked delay.
Yeah. You did 30 minutes of piano practice. Here's your chip. No, I think you can get a chip that has all the information you need to become a master at this new skill.
Like the Matrix.
And you eat it. Pardon?
Like the Matrix. You know how they can be like, oh, you want to learn karate right now? Boop.
Oh yeah, just like that. But then it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be a chip, and I don't mean like a food chip, but like it's something. Even if it's a techie chip, but then you swallow it.
Okay, I can
And
get
then
down with that.
as your body digests it, all of the knowledge gets sucked out into your body.
Okay.
And into your brain. And then 24 hours later, once it's gone through your body, you're a master at a new skill.
So it takes 24 hours to absorb to all the right places.
Yeah, because, if it's something you eat, usually it takes 24 hours to fully work its way through your body.
Okay. I'm gonna add a 5.5 on this list. How do we take the chip that we just ingested and make it better? Maybe we make it take 22 hours.
Ooh.
Maybe we put it in a quick release capsule gel like an Advil.
Immediately. Maybe it's even better. Maybe instead of it being a chip, it's an eardrop, and you just put one in each ear, and then it goes straight to the brain.
Or
maybe it's an eye drop.
What if we stop letting babies' skulls fully form?
Put it in
And we just drip it in the top of their skulls. And we have to decide at birth, what do we want this baby to know for the rest of its life? Because we got to feed that skill to it now.
You see, I think we can make that better.
You're right. Here we go.
Can I make a 5.5 B? Let's make that better.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think maybe it's an eye drop. No, it's a powder, and you snort it, because then it goes straight to the brain.
Right, and then you get also, you get the ability to get the skill very, very quickly. Yeah. But then you also get the joy of pretending you're doing cocaine.
Yeah, the joy of pretending you're doing cocaine.
When we were kids, we used to get so much joy out of, putting a carrot in our mouth or candy cigarettes and pretending we're smoking.
Oh, those fake cigarettes.
Like, oh, look, I'm smoking. I'm doing something bad for me. And you get joy out of that. If you can snort a skill, then you get the joy of pretending you're doing cocaine as well as the skill.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And maybe if you're, let's say you're an addict and you just can't stop snorting cocaine, maybe there is a new skill that you can snort, which is not being an addict. That's the skill.
Oh, shit.
And so your last
self-control
snort is of that.
Whoa, that is poetry.
Potent poetry.
Potent potables.
Potent potables. I think we made that
We made that work for a show. All right, number 6.
Froger.
Apartments without garbage disposals. How do we make that work?
put a garbage disposal in it?
That's too easy. That's too easy.
I have one without a garbage disposal, and what we do, I think our last apartment didn't have one either, did it?
It did not.
We just have the thing that catches all the shit. And we put this, like, we empty our plates into the trash can, make sure we get all the stuff off. And then we rinse it, and then there's a little guard that catches it, and then you just empty it into the trash can.
See, that takes a lot of work. It's not working in its current form. We got to level it up. Here's my suggestion. And here's the thing, too.
Give it to
like,
me.
you can scrape your plates, sure. What if you cook chili? You can't scrape every last bean and every last bit of whatever it is into the trash can. You're going to have to rinse it out in the sink.
Yeah, and that's where the catcher is.
So the catcher is so tiny, and it clogs so easily. And then you got to get your hands down there and, like, touch it. And you got to, like, lick the inside clean in order to get it really clean before you put it back in. I'm
worried about you.
What if we get a net? A net bedding.
Yeah.
What if we get a net bedding?
Hammock? A net bedding.
To come and just eat the rest of the food out of the bottom of our pots. Just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
that's the
what
one.
if we get a net or like a hammock? Maybe it's a yes. Okay, you know how most sinks have cabinets on either side, and there's usually like a space. So like, I'm trying to get this within the camera. So you have cabinets on the sides. You have your sink here, and then you usually have like a space here where you can, like, I don't know, maybe there's a shelf for your things. Maybe there's a window for you to look out while you're doing dishes. But there's usually a space between the cabinets. What if between the cabinets we hang a hammock made of a fine mesh, the most high quality Italian leather mesh, so that what you do is you
Italian leather mesh.
you cook a chili or maybe a soup or a macaroni and cheese. You rinse it, you fill the pot with water, and then you pour it into the hammock. The water still goes down into the sink. The hammock catches the leftover macaroni. Second breakfast.
Second breakfast.
All you got to do now is get a fork, eat right out of the hammock, and you've got another chili. You've got another macaroni and cheese.
It's like a little colander.
Exactly.
For your
it's like a built-in colander.
ends.
If you can't build in a garbage disposal, at least build me in a colander made of fine Italian leather mesh and hammock.
The finest Italian leather. Oh, that would start to smell.
No, you eat it
afraid.
fast enough. You just got to be hungry enough for seconds.
No, I mean wet leather.
Okay. Wet leather, yellow leather.
Wet leather, yellow leather.
Yellow leather. All right. I think we
Wet
can safely
leather,
say
leather.
we made apartments without garbage disposals work.
I think we did.
The last one.
We have solved the problem.
The final one for today. The last one. We have to make it work. We're a designer. We have an hour. Army Hammer.
The actor?
The actor. Hollywood's been trying to make Army Hammer work for years, and they've been failing.
Here's the thing. If Call Me By Your Name can make him work, I don't know what
Right?
will.
Call Me By Your Name. The man from, what's it called? I forget the name of the movie because the movie was bad. It was
Man from La Mancha?
Man from La Mancha. Yep. Man of La Mancha.
No, I don't think he was in, what was that awful movie with Johnny Depp he was in? Lone Ranger?
I didn't see it. But yeah, see, that's the kind of thing I'm talking. But he was in, no, that was Henry Cavill. See, Army Hammer is just like, he's such a forgettable
the Man
face.
from Uncle.
Man from
That's the
Uncle.
movie
That's
you're
what I was trying to
thinking
think
of.
of. Yes. Also,
I don't know.
his name is Army Hammer. Like a hammer from the army. It's such a dumb name. Maybe we change his name. Maybe we start there.
Oh, I've just looked him up.
Okay.
His real name is Armand Douglas Hammer.
Doug.
Born in
Dougie
LA.
Hammer. Doogie Howser.
Doogie Howser. I don't know. He's just kind of like a boring, nondescript white
He
dude.
is. He's just so plain.
Like, I've just seen him
He's like
too much.
He's like the non-famous version of John Hamm. John Hamm is famous enough that, like, he's a good-looking dude, but he's not, like, blow your mind. But apparently he has a giant wiener. But, like, he's famous enough and he's, like, distinct enough that makes him more attractive and more of a thing. Versus Army Hammer, who's, like, just so generic.
Here, you know what I think? I think I figured out what he needs. So I'm looking at his pictures, and in most of them, he doesn't have a beard. in Sorry to Bother You, he did.
He was in Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah. I haven't seen the movie. I'm just looking at pictures, and he's here.
The movie was crazy.
But you see, in pictures of him, just like at interviews, not in a movie or whatever, when he grows a beard, he also has a really bad case of neck beard. So maybe what he needs is a trimmed up, well-shaped beard in his day-to-day life, and maybe let's give him some gray hair. Let's make him my boyfriend. Because that literally
You were literally just turning him into Casey.
My boyfriend.
Oh, man, his neck beard goes way down his neck.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I mean, it basically
Army.
reaches his chest hair.
He has more hair on his neck than his face.
Yeah. Are you looking at him on Conan? It's bad.
No, I was looking at him on dailymail.co.uk. Army Hammer Beard Conan is what I'm Googling now.
Yeah, yeah.
Woof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's bad.
So here's the thing. I actually think Army Hammer's probably a very attractive person if he's just not such a generic.
He's very handsome.
I like signs point to like he should be
so
successful
generic.
in Hollywood, but he's just I don't know what it is. So the neck beard
he a
is
boring
definitely give him a
person?
beard. He might
we
just be
need
a
to do
boring
something
person.
to give him personality.
I wonder what his hobbies are. I wonder which chakras he has active. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Can you
what are your
choose
active
chakras
chakras?
to be active or not? So
Let's
gray
see,
hair,
Army Hammer,
beard, trim the neck.
or maybe instead of like the traditional gray hair, you know, like there was this thing. It was like just like the lightest hue of purple gray.
Okay.
That was a trend, but it's like it's like it's gray, but it's like it's a person with gray hair, but you look at them and you think, is it purple?
It's the specific dye. That's why. Have you ever heard old people referred to as blue hairs?
Yeah,
That's
because it looks like that
because
sometimes.
the specific dye that they use like gave them a blue tint to their hair. Yes.
That could look good. I don't know. I think maybe let's give him a hair color that's not like brown or blonde. Like maybe let's make him a redhead or a gray.
Let me try to imagine what that would look like. Ginger Army Hammer. I'm just going to Google it, see if anyone's already done the work for us. Ginger Army.
If it exists, there's
Hammer.
a porn of it.
I would watch an Army Hammer porn. Have you ever, side note, have you ever watched a porn and you saw someone you knew in it?
No, have you?
I did. It was last year. I was watching a porn and the guy from the porn, I was like, oh my God, is that?
You went to somebody you went to college
No,
with,
someone
right?
that I worked with. And I was like, oh my God.
There's somebody that I went to college with that was in a porn that somebody told me about.
It's so weird.
Somebody you worked with here in Chicago or back
in
home?
Chicago.
In
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I know that person.
Chicago?
I know that person. That's so weird. Now I know what their penis looks like.
Oh gosh, was it somebody at the Old Navy or somebody at your other place?
I won't comment.
Damn it! Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how we can make him better. Maybe he needs shaggy hair. No, not shaggy hair. He needs but longer, yet coiffed.
Coif.
You know?
He definitely needs a coif. Faux real.
Yeah. And he needs to keep the beard, but no neck beard.
Right.
He needs to keep that in shape. And now, if he wants to keep it short, by all means, keep it short.
Keep it loose.
But you gotta
keep it tight.
Keep it tight. Loose, tight.
Loose on top, tight on the beard. Coif, no neck.
No neck monster. Loose coif. I think that would really help him.
I think so too.
I think it would really help him.
We've made Army Hammer work. Congratulations, us.
You're welcome, Army.
You're welcome, Army. These are my prizes from Army.
These are my awards, mother.
Let's move on to our honest discussion. Oh, wait, before we do, recap. Hey, everyone, did you play that game along with us? Do you think Army Hammer has a different way of working? Do you think any of those were great ideas or terrible ideas? Go to youtube.com/abunchofshit and tell us. I meant to say Twitter. Go to twitter.com/Affable Idiots and let us know your thoughts. We'll put up a poll or something like, do you agree with this? Do you not? I don't know. Look for it on Thursday morning. Next, we're going to move on to
Thursday
our honest
morning.
discussion, where Jessie has something about Vanity license plates, where she would like to pose as our discussion this week.
I just, I wanted to make it light, And Vanity license plates are light and they're fun. Like on my walk today, on the way back with the dog, we passed one that said evicted.
Oh, you think they live in their
And
car?
that was it. I don't know. It was a really nice car, so I don't think so. I was like, what does this mean? And now maybe I shouldn't have said that because I've literally told you somebody's license plate. Oops. Oopies. My bad. So I just want to talk about, because you can do, how you can do different scenes on your license plate?
Yes.
So I'm thinking, if you could...
I don't know why this keeps getting funnier to me. It's not even funny.
I'll spolt it. Oh, my throat is so dry.
I'm literally giving you someone's license plate. Oopies.
Oopies.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Oh, man. So I want to know, if we gave you, let's say you have seven
Syllables in the middle.
You have 7 characters.
7 characters, okay.
And you can make them letters or numbers,
Okay.
whatever you want. And because, some vanity license plates also have fun scenes on them. So let's say you could choose any scene you wanted. Like if you wanted a God of War license plate or whatever video game you like. Let's say you could do that too. Like if you wanted that and to put something on it.
Okay.
I don't know what I would want to do. But I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, my first instinct comes to make something funny but also versatile. Like anus
like
tart.
a new start.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Or what was the new license plate? There was another one in the 5th season of that.
Yeah, what was it? I don't remember.
I don't either.
Let's see. License plates Arrested Development.
I feel like all of them are going to say a new start or anus tart.
A new start, a new start, a new start.
Maybe there wasn't.
They do. Oh, Steve Holt. Steve Holt.
Steve
There's
Holt.
one that's STV. That's was that Arrested Development?
Uh-huh. Steve Holt.
Right. There's STV HOLT. All I see is anus tart. And then one Steve. Here's one. It's a Virginia University. Is it Virginia Tech or no? Or is this UVA? So it's the big V for Virginia, and then they wrote their letters are AGINAS. So it just says vaginas. Oh man.
Yeah. So part of me wants to make something that
the other one
would be
have been
funny.
in Arrested Development.
Something that would be funny, but that you could also get away with. That if people
Yeah.
read it and actually interpreted it, then they wouldn't let you have it. But you somehow
Right.
snuck it in there.
Yes. Like I would do the letter C, the letter U, and then NXT
See you next
UE.
Tuesday.
That's 7.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday.
Okay. I like it.
And as a woman, I can have that.
Right.
And that's not me saying I'm the CUNT. That's me calling everybody else one.
If you're looking at my butt, you're a CUNT.
And then I think the scene would be a Virginia O'Keeffe paint, like one
Georgia
of her
O'Keeffe?
paintings. You know how? Yeah. What did I say? Virginia.
In one of those states.
Virginia O'Keeffe. It's Georgia O'Keeffe. It would be one of her paintings, which are notoriously known
They're all
as
vaginas.
just looking like vaginas.
Side note. Do you think that Georgia chose the peach because it resembles a butt and Georgia O'Keeffe always painted vaginas, so they just wanted something to kind of keep consistent with that theme?
Definitely. I think Georgia O'Keeffe definitely came before the state and its symbology.
Or do you think Georgia
definitely.
O'Keeffe was named after the state of Georgia, and she saw the peach butt, and she's like, oh, that inspires me. But Georgia already did the butt,
paint
so now I, Georgia, have to do vaginas.
I hate to ruin this for you. She was born in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but she knew Georgia existed.
Right. Because of her
Or
name.
maybe she didn't. How old is Georgia?
I don't even know.
Both of them. How old are both
my gosh.
Georgias?
Georgia O'Keeffe was almost 100 years old when she died. She was born in 1887.
Whoa. Black Betty
And she died in 1986. I thought she was more recent than that. Man.
Oh, I thought she was... Sorry. I thought she was older than that. I mean, not older like more than 100, but older as in like was born sooner.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like I thought she was more of our time.
Contemporary. I meant the opposite. I thought she was born earlier than she was.
Oh, like earlier in the 1800s.
Due to technical difficulties, we now resume your regularly scheduled programming with reduced audio quality.
While you're reconnecting, do you know the painting that she did that's of a cow skull? It would be that, I think. It would be the cow skull, and then over top of it would be CUNXTUE.
I like that. Mine would probably be, I think the word butts and butthole is one of the funniest things on the planet.
Yeah.
And maybe I would make it ass and titties.
Yeah.
What are
You could do ass in tit. That's 7 letters. You can do boobies.
just 8008135 upside down.
I love it.
So I'm trying to think of something clever with titties. Like you could do TEE. That one, see, there's 2 E's. E's.
Yeah.
T-E's. Or maybe it's TTE's. TTEE. Titties.
Yeah, TTEES. TTs.
He's no, that's
PP.
It's too heady. Too heady gabbler.
Could you do the letter P,
PP.
and then POOPO? Poopo? PP poopo.
PP poopo. PP poopo. What is the O in the end? What
because there's not enough. Because there's not enough to do pee pee poo poo.
Oh,
there's not enough letters.
I didn't realize you were trying to do the full poo poo, and I thought you were just like pee pee poop, and then po. I don't know. I need something else to fill out the license plate. Pee pee poo.
Pee pee. Oh, maybe it's pee pee.
Pu.
And then poop. And then like a smiley face. And then poop emoji.
Can you put him?
I don't know. Can you do emojis?
I think in Maine there was one state where you can now put like a handful of emojis on your license plate now.
Oh man.
Oh,
I love it.
Pee pee poopo.
Pee pee poopo.
Papa Giorgio. Titties.
Santos.
T. What if we made it a pun or like a homophone where it's TEA? Tease.
TEATEES.
That's TTs.
Like, yeah, but it's T and then like T, like a golf. It's like tea to drink and a golf tee or T-shirt. TTs.
There you go. What if you're a British person that just loves golf? And just TTs.
Oh my gosh, it's no. We have to make
TTs.
a clothing. We have to make a clothing store now, and we're just gonna sell graphic T-shirts, and we're gonna call it TTs because whenever anybody comes in, they'll get a cup of hot tea or cold if they prefer it. But TTs also sounds like titties, and shirts go over your titties. It's perfect.
There you go. And they can be in the same strip mall as our other clothing store that I want to start called, and we sell just bottoms. We sell just like jeans, pants, hosiery, leggings, and it's called Britches and Hose.
Yes.
So I have TTs and Britches and Hose.
TTs and britches and hose. I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait a minute. There's a theater company called Britches and Hose.
Is there?
I just Googled it. Let's see. It's a theater company, though. It's not a clothing store, so it's fine. Where is this located, and why does their website literally never end? I keep trying to go to the bottom, and it's just like continuing on. Jeez, it doesn't say where they're from,
Britches
so
and Hose
they don't
Theater
exist.
Company. Oh, that got Bridges and Hosa. And then Google showed me the Golden Gate Bridge. So
way to go, Goog. Way to go.
Way to go.
Oh, Britches and Hose. That was on something on Family Guy?
Was it?
No. It was completely you. It was never existed until you thought of it ever.
Wait, was it on Family Guy? Did I not make that up?
It was. Britches and Hose, fine ladies' clothing.
No. I can't believe I stole that. I 100% thought that was an original idea. Maybe it was. Maybe we just both had the idea.
You might not have stolen it. You might have. I mean, who's to say if you've seen that episode?
I mean, I've been pitching Britches and Hose for a decade.
Yeah. So they probably stole it from you.
Probably.
Those buttheads.
Those big bottomed hoes.
I spelt water on myself.
I think of everything we've pitched so far, I'm gonna stick with Pee Pee Poopo.
Pee Pee Poopo. And would you choose a scene on your license plate?
Oh yeah, what would the scene be? I want the scene to be. Here's what I want.
Set the scene.
I want it to look like a nice ocean view. Like you're on the 15th floor of a condominium at Myrtle Beach. You're looking out over the ocean. You're looking out and it's like the ocean. You got a little bit of sand there. You see some kids out there playing. I want it to look like that from afar. But when you get up close, it's a toilet bowl. You think it's the ocean, but it's actually the toilet water.
You think it's boogers, but it's not.
But it's not. Pee Pee Poopo.
Pee Pee Poopo. And see you next to. That's perfect. That's perfect. And it looking like an ocean, but then you get up close and it's just a toilet bowl. Mm-hmm. It's perfect. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
What would your vanity license plate be, everybody that's listening? Let us know. Twitter.com/Affable Idiots. Send us a text message. Come to my house.
Send us a text message.
Here's Jesse's phone number, 828-555-5555. I just know it starts with 828 because of the area code. That's it.
That's all you know of my number? Yeah, I know you're a 704.
Yeah. Mountains of North Carolina, 828. Done.
828. You can also bring yourself for a walk on my street here in Chicago. It's been opened to the public. And
then you can shout it to her window. Shout to her window.
Yes. I'll be home soon. Share.
Oh, man. Before we get to our conversation starter, which is a good conversation starter today.
Oh, it's so good. I'm really excited.
Let me tell you about Affable Idiots. That is the brand under which we fall, along with our sister podcast, Respawn, Aim, Fire. You got to do this. Yes, you can show off your sweet tattoo. And so you can go, let's go today. That's what you got. That's what you're missing out when you don't watch the video versions of these, everyone. So you go to our youtube.com/a-bunch-of-random-shit and search for us because we don't have enough subscribers yet to get a vanity name. We need 100 of you to go there. And
guys, we're so vain.
So vain. To get it, just like a vanity license plate, we need a vanity URL.
YouTube handle.
So do that. You can go if you enjoy video games. If you're like, oh my God, I love these people and their discussions and things like that. Well, half of us are on another show called Respawn Aim Fire about video games, and it's a fun time. And we play games, we talk games,
Which
we
half?
Games. Which half? Who knows? Probably the half that includes the outside frame and the inside frame, and neither of the people. Just kidding. It's me.
It's him.
It's me. And then also, Affable Idiots is not just these two podcasts, but it will soon be many other things. The first of which is the Fast and Furious 10 trailer, which just dropped a week and a half ago. You should definitely go check that out.
You gotta go watch it.
Yep. You can check that out on the Affable Idiots Twitter. It's also over on youtube.com/ just search Affable Idiots or F10 trailer.
I can't even believe you pronounced it.
I know. It's all that German that I took. That's called a callback. Full circle.
Oui.
Wee. He's speaking French already. Rugrats in Paris. Let's get into our conversation starter, which was submitted via Dallas, who is at dsmittygames on Twitter. You can let us know your conversation starters, and please do, because we ran out of them and we forgot to solicit more from our audience. So again, text us, shout it at Jesse's window. Shout
at my window.
Dallas
My dog might bark at you, though.
Dallas asks, would you rather get $5 each time you masturbated or get $2 million to never do it again?
I have an answer for this.
Okay.
I don't even have to think about it.
Oh, you don't have to think
I've got
about
raisins.
it. Okay.
No.
You've got raisins.
I've got it. I've got raisins. $5. I choose $5 every time I masturbate.
Okay.
Because if you were to get $2 million, you're going to get taxed because it's so, like you're in so many higher different tax brackets. You're going to get taxed so significantly on that. It's not going to be worth it. Yet, if you masturbate enough times to get 2 million, which is still a lot, but like if you do it over time, you're going to be taxed less because it's coming in smaller increments. Also, I don't know what's going to happen to me in my future life. So let's say something happens, like a pandemic, and let's say I end up losing my job and I need money. I can spend my literal work day masturbating and making money, and could probably make more money doing that than I'd make in a day's work anyway.
And as a female capable of multiple orgasms, that can be,
I can go back
get
to
2 million real quick.
back to back.
Exactly.
Let's see. How many? Hold on a second. Let's
So here's the
math
thing.
this out.
Here's the thing. This started as just a question from Dallas and has erupted into a
It's a great
discussion.
question.
Dallas has done a lot of math on this. It takes 400,000 masturbation sessions to equal $2 million.
I was just doing that math.
At 3 per day, that will take you 10 years to do. I responded with, if quarantine keeps up, I can take that 10-year number down to 3 years real easy. Because when I'm not having a meeting, I can be jerking it. When I'm having a meeting, I can turn off my camera and still be jerking it. It's really hard to jerk under the table. Not that I haven't tried at work, like in person. I'm just kidding, I haven't. But it's so much easier to do it working from home in quarantine. So if this continues, I could make that 2 million real quick. And it brings the added benefit of masturbating. It feels good. Not only do I end up getting all the same money over a certain period of time, but I also get the pleasure of masturbating 400,000 times.
Yeah. So let's see here. I make, let's see, let me put in, I'm not going to say what I make. Let's just say I made $80,000 a year.
Doll hairs?
Doll
bugs.
hairs.
Run, Lillian!
Run, Lillian! Dividing that by 52 weeks in a year, that's about $1,538 a week.
Okay.
So 1,538 divided by the $5 each time. You just have to masturbate 307.6 times in a week.
Yeah.
So divided by 7 days is an error. That's what my calculator says. So what did I say? 1,538 divided by $5 per masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
That's $307.60. So to get $307 or 0.6, whatever, divided by
7.
That's
That's only like 40 something times a day.
It's like 44 times a day. That's nothing.
Right. And again, as a woman with multiple orgasms, that could be like one session for you. That could be like one lay down in the bathtub, light some candles.
And depending on, I don't know. I'm not going to say that this is something that I do, but it is something I would definitely do. I would try to find out a way to rig the system, bring people in to masturbate for me.
Whoa.
But hook it up to whatever system reads as though it's me masturbating.
Okay.
And then they get like 20% of the profits, maybe 30, but I get to keep the rest because it's my business, obviously. So I could just have tons and tons of people masturbating for me, but then I'll give them some of the profit.
Sweatshop.
Oh man. But it would be like it wouldn't be this hard thing, you know? Like I wouldn't be a mean madam. And is it considered sex work if you're doing it alone?
No.
Yes, it is. But this could become a lucrative business.
Very
for me.
lucrative. And it's not capped at $2 million.
Yeah.
So you have the rest of your
feel
life ahead of you to make so much money.
Yeah. I feel like I could totally do that. And then, but like, I feel like in this given scenario, maybe this specific situation isn't presented to everybody, only like a certain group of people. So I could go out and get these other people that didn't get this opportunity.
Right.
I could hook them up into my matrix. My masturbation
matrix.
And it could be so lucrative because then these people are going to be getting, 20 to 30% profits of what they've done. Maybe we'll even cut it 50. I don't know. I'm making a business out of this.
I love that this has turned into you having a masturbation matrix full of people jerking it for you. This is amazing.
Yep.
I'm writing that down.
I love
writing that down so I can come back and find that quote too. Masturbation matrix.
Oh yeah.
Part of my argument again for the $5 is that with $2 million, you plan your purchases. You're like, all right, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to go blow it on strippers. Whatever it is, like you get $2 million.
So much of it.
Right.
To tax.
So much of it. But with $5, it leaves it up to spontaneity. It's not enough that you can be like, yeah, I'm going to buy a house right now, like, and just jerking it till you get a house. But it can be something where you're like at the drive-thru, I'm like, can I get a number 7 plain, please? And they're like, would you like to biggie size it? I'm like, oh, I don't really have enough money to biggie size it. Hold on for 3 minutes. Yes, I'd like a biggie size. I've got the extra $5 to do that now.
Yeah.
I can get the large fry and the larger soda. Yes, in this, we are getting a home-style chicken sandwich plain from Wendy's.
Plain. I don't want anything on it.
Nothing, just the chicken. And then
just the chicken.
And then you take the bread off of it and just eat the bread. And pick the breading off.
Throw away the chicken.
Sorry.
Well, also, like, it's going to be, if you wanted to, say, skirt the system and not get taxed,
right.
It's so much harder to hide $2 million than it is to hide increments of $5 over time. Also, if you take the $2 million, you can never masturbate again. And how can you put a price on the happiness of orgasm?
Exactly. And what happens if your lover dies? Your lover slash soulmate,
or you never take another
spouse.
lover.
Exactly.
Or nobody wants to love you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The $5, even I think we are widely accepting that $5 is the right answer here.
It's definitely the right answer.
It is definitely the right answer. The other thing that comes to mind is that, in my case at least, I can wake up to more money than I thought I had the night before, because I will often find myself waking up mid-masturbation.
Yeah, samesies.
So I can just wake up and be like, oh, where did this $5 come from? Oh, must have masturbated in my sleep last night.
So it's a great way of tracking your sleep masturbation.
Right, and you're making money literally while you're asleep.
Right. Also, what if you took the $2 million but then masturbated in your sleep? Is that held against you because you're unconscious?
I wonder if there's like a way that they stop you. Do they cut off your hands? Do they cut off your wiener?
Or do they tie you down?
Or is it like a dog shock collar?
Well, they shouldn't be able to cut off your wiener because this is just masturbating. You can still have sex.
You're right. I wonder if then Pavlov dog you into like any time that you start to touch yourself, you throw up or something.
That would make showering really bad, really difficult.
Twould
indeed. It's just another reason not to take it.
Exactly.
Not to take the $2 million.
Not to take the $2 million.
When you set up the business that I'm setting up, I'm going to make $2 million easy.
Now, just so we can your fucking masturbation matrix. Just so we can seem like a more legitimate argument and that we've debated both sides of this thing. Dallas very good. Dallas does have an argument for the $2 million.
Ooh, I'm interested.
He says, sorry, I'm trying to find it in the text message thread. In reference to the 400,000 masturbation sessions in order to make the 2 million, he says, I don't think I have 400,000 more in me. I'm 10 years older than you, and the 2 million would be way more helpful. Time is an issue. Also, stamina in your old age is an issue.
That's true.
So it really depends on
he
who
wants
this
to get
is
in on my
presented
masturbation matrix. I'll allow it. He can get 20. Since he's a man, he's only going to get 20% though.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Right, because of the glass ceiling.
Yeah. Oh no.
What a great conversation starter.
That's a good point though, because like I'm sure there are some people out there who are like, I have to have this now.
Right, and it's
like, no, I've been arrested for murder. I need my bail.
I'm on death row. I need to buy that steak for my last meal. But then at that point, the steak's not going to cost $2 million. You might as well just jerk it 3 times.
And they don't even buy their own last meal. Our taxpayers' dollars do.
Right?
So.
God.
So if they take the 2 mil, I mean, then essentially, oh no, you should never do that, because if you on death row, you should never take the 2 mil, because if you take the 2 mil, you're gonna get taxed on it, and that's gonna go back into the system to pay for your own last meal.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
This is a great question, Dallas. Super solid question, just like my cock.
Solid like my cock. Way to go. Thank you, Dallas. That brings us to the end of our AAWI episode 13. Thank you so much for listening.
It's been so good.
We do have a parting positive thought that we're going to give you, but before we get there, I just want to say, please go to YouTube, subscribe to our podcast there, allow us to get those vanity names. Make sure to go to Twitter, Affable Idiots on Twitter, respond to our prompts for how you did on the game this week, whether you think you'd see something different.
I'd like a 100-word essay on your thoughts.
You know what?
Of the penis, not the penis.
The thoughts of
the masturbation question.
Maybe we make our poll this week about the conversation starter instead, like whether you would take the $5 or whether you do the 2 million.
Yeah, let's do that. That's the tip.
The aim of this show, and in fact, why it's called "And Also With You," is because we want everything to be interactive with our audience. So we want to make this not just a conversation with us, but also with you, the audience. So we love your feedback and your participation on Twitter, and we would love to know about your masturbation habits. So
please tell me everything.
Go to our poll on Twitter. Tell us everything. And we're going to leave you today.
Let me know if you want to join my matrix.
Yes, would you like to join our matrix? Maybe that'll be an option.
We can load you in.
$5, 2 million, Jesse's matrix.
It's $1,000 buy-in. Oh, that's the perfect plan. Oh, man. I'm such a good business woman. Holy shit. I'm amazing. I amaze myself. Do you want to buy in, Mike?
No, I have my own options.
For you, it can be $1,200. Okay, I'll give you a deal. $1,200 buy-in.
$1,000 buy-in. But for you, it's $1,200. That's a deal.
It's a deal.
Let's leave you with a parting positive thought today. This one comes from, is his name really RuPaul Charles?
Yeah, that's his real name.
This one comes from RuPaul Charles, and the quote is, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
Let the music play. And then all the queens start to dance at the end of the episode.
Oh, gotcha. I had no idea where you were going with that. But also, I was hoping you were going to say amen.
Huh?
I was hoping you were going to say an amen, but you didn't.
Oh, amen.
There we go.
With you also.
And also with you. Thanks, everyone. Join us next week. Bye-bye. Oh,
Bye,
sorry. Wait. Hugs and kisses.
Hearts and shards.
Shardy farts.